Alice 11 Universe, it's Xander, and welcome back to WWE 2K23 Universe Mode. We are back for another episode of TNA Impact on the road to Rebellion. Of course, I don't remember if I talked about this much last week. I feel like I recorded TNA very tired last week. I can't remember for sure. But long story short, I know about the Scott D'Amore news. I'm very upset about it, and as for the future of LS11 TNA, we'll see. You know, if it becomes LOL TNA again, then and I stop having fun, it'll be, as simple as that. So we're starting off with some tag team action as the Rascals of Zachary Wentz and Trey Miguel, and they're going head-to-head with a team that officially united last week. Out first, Limitless Keith Lee. Former United States and TNT champion Keith Lee on his way down to the ring. Keith Lee last week was asked to be a team by Chris Danger, and Danger and Lee decided that they could go all the way to the tag team titles here in TNA. So Limitless Keith Lee has made his way down to the ring, and Keith Lee teams up tonight with, as we said, Chris Danger. Chris Danger's first win in LS11 Universe came when he teamed up with Keith Lee a few weeks ago before their matchup at No Surrender. And now tonight, they find themselves on the same side once again. Could Keith Lee be the ticket for Chris Danger to somehow obtain gold here in the LS11 Universe? We'll find out. So Danger on his way down to the ring. Keith Lee and Zachary Wentz starting it out. Here we go. Keith Lee runs in with a shoulder block, puts him in the corner, and Keith Lee with Zachary Wentz. Here we go. Off the ropes, and massive forearm from Lee. Hits the ropes, and elbow drop from Keith. And now Keith Lee grabs Zachary Wentz, gets him up, and Keith Lee throws him across the ring. Keith grabs him by the legs now, and Keith Lee lifting him up, and powerbomb takes him down. Lee getting him back up to his feet now. Keith Lee with Zachary Wentz. Here we go. Sends him off the ropes. Keith Lee picks him up and slams him down. Lee now getting him back up to his feet here. And Keith grabs onto Wentz, throwing him across the ring into the corner now. Tag is made. Chris Danger is in. Now Danger with a boot to Zachary Wentz, taking him down. Chris Danger grabs onto him, kicks him in the back. Chris Danger now getting in the mix. And Zachary Wentz has some serious size over Danger. Say typically the Rascals considered smaller guys, but I guess Danger really is a bit smaller than everyone else here in LS11 TNA. Danger weight grabs onto Zachary Wentz before he can get to Trey Miguel. And Chris Danger rolling him through here. Chris Danger rolling him around the ring. Crucifix cover. Danger's got him down. 1, 2. No. Could have gotten him with that, though. And now Trey Miguel is in, and Chris Danger standing his ground. Chris Danger runs in. Goes for a clothesline. Trey Miguel, Poison Rana! Accidentally hits Zachary Wentz along the way. Right hook now from Trey, and now Trey Miguel grabs onto him. Sending him off the ropes is Trey. Ducks him. Grabs him, no. Danger kicks him in the head. And now Chris Danger kicks him in the ribs. Facebuster, taking him down. Chris Danger's got him down. And Danger, what's he thinking here? Danger coming off the ropes. Runs in, but Miguel blocks his path. And Trey Miguel with Danger. Here we go. Sends him off the rope. Ducks him. Chris Danger gets leapfrog now. And Trey Miguel goes for him. Danger out of the way. Chris Danger now. Springboards. Crossbody. And now Danger mounting him. Ground and pound offense in from Chris Danger. He's got him down now. Chris Danger kicking away at him repeatedly. Danger kicking away at Miguel. Trey Miguel coming in. Chris Danger's caught. And stunner. Grabs onto him now. Right hook from Chris Danger. And Chris Danger. Super kick. Got him. Danger managing to take down Miguel now. And Chris Danger with Trey Miguel. Getting him back up to his feet here. Chris Danger grabs onto him. Throws him into the corner. Danger. No. Keith Lee takes the cheap shot. Not often we see Keith do something like that. Back in the corner goes Miguel. Tag is made. Keith Lee is in. And now Keith Lee. Massive right hook there from Lee. Keith Lee swings him around, gets him up on his shoulders, and no, he was going for Big Bang Catastrophe. Trey Miguel. Danger trying to trip him up. Trey Miguel shoved back by Keith Lee. Big wheel kick there from Lee, who walks across the chest there with the assistance from Danger. Zachary Wentz gets a knee strike in on Lee. And Keith Lee takes a swipe at him. Oh, and wipes him out just for good measure, does Keith. Keith Lee's got down Zachary Wentz, runs back into the ring, grabs Trey Miguel, and Keith Lee pops him up into the Spirit Bomb. Into a cover, and Zachary Wentz is in. 2, he makes the save. Chris Danger taking him down with a powerbomb. Keith Lee now kicks him in the ribs, pulls Trey Miguel back in. Zachary Wentz kicks Chris Danger down, and Keith Lee powerbomb to Trey Miguel again. Zachary Wentz going after Chris Danger. Danger running back in, gets caught by Wentz, and Zachary Wentz back body drop to Danger. Chris Danger goes down. Keith Lee. See if they can hear Keith Lee. Lee with a right hook to Wentz now, and Keith Lee grabs Zachary Wentz. Right hook again. But now Trey Miguel shoved back again. Lee with a shoulder block into another one. And Keith now grabs onto him. Keith Lee grabs him up on his shoulders, and Keith Lee. Big Bang Catastrophe. 1, 2, 3. Keith Lee and Chris Danger picking up the win tonight. Big win there for Danger and Lee tonight, as they officially enter the tag team division here in TNA. Keith Lee, Chris Danger, big win tonight in the first match of TNA for this evening. We still got plenty more coming up, though. Plenty more action right now. So, Nick Nemeth, you called yourself a wanted man and you called Cardona a marked man. Well, where the hell do I get caught in the crossfire of all that, huh? Because wanted man, you're picking a fight with God, and that's a fight you can't win. You goaded me into that matchup at No Surrender, I admit it. I let my ego get the better of me, but next time I see you, it's on sight. You're going down, you're getting broken in half, and I'm taking back my digital media title. You can do whatever the hell you want to Cardona and Myers. Once you cross me, that's when we got problems. Alright, we've got some more action coming up next, as here comes Steph De Lander down to the ring. Special shout out to Mr. Humphrey who made that Moose mod that we just saw for the first time a moment ago. Steph De Lander with Matt Cardona by her side. We'll see Matt Cardona on the channel again this weekend at the Xandermania press conference. Steph De Lander trying to get one step closer to the Knockouts Championship. Makes our way down to the ring. And she is going one-on-one tonight with Alishia Edwards. Alishia Edwards? You get my point. Edwards making her way down to her ring. Her husband, Eddie, got absolutely obliterated by the returning Big Damo last week. So, Alishia Edwards versus Steph De Lander one-on-one without any further ado. Here we go. Steph De Lander runs in, clotheslines her, taking her on. De Lander's got a huge size advantage over Alishia Edwards. Runs in for a hip attack. Edwards out of the way, and now Alishia Edwards, Bulldog, taking her down. Rolling her over now is Edwards. Cover on De Lander. Cover for the one. No! Steph gets the shoulders up. Goes for a kick. Steph De Lander out of the way now, and now Alishia Edwards, Snapmare, takes her down into a knee in the back. Trying to tap her out here is Edwards. Steph De Lander, though, rolling it back through and throws her over herself. And Steph into a Thez press, firing away at her now. Matt Cardona getting fired up about this. Steph De Lander is kicking away at her now. And leg sweep there from Edwards. Edwards now coming off the ropes. De Lander out of the way. Steph De Lander for a kick. Alishia Edwards out of the way. Countered by Steph. And Steph pulls her in. Massive clothesline. Grabs onto her, getting her back up to her feet now. And Steph hits it again for good measure. Grabbing onto her now and getting her back up to her feet here. Steph De Lander slaps her in the face into a chop, firing away on her. Steph De Lander's just got a scary size advantage here. She grabs Alicia, slamming her into the mat face first. And Steph De Lander looking to wrap it up like it's nothing. Pulls her in. No. Edwards out of the way now. Alishia Edwards grabs onto her, dropping her face first into the mat, into a cover now. Alishia Edwards cover for the one. No! Steph De Lander kicks out. De Lander saying it now as Edwards goes up to the top rope. Alishia Edwards coming off the top, went for a diving senton. Steph De Lander now went for a forearm, countered. Edwards sends her off the ropes, taking her down into a Thez press now. De Lander goes down now, and now Alishia Edwards getting her back up to her feet now, grabs her. Steph with a kick in the ribs now, and Steph De Lander pulls her in, lifts her up, and swings her around, and drops her face first into the mat. Grabs onto her, getting her back up to her feet now, and Steph De Lander pulls her in. No. Edwards with a right hook again. Goes for a boot. Steph out of the way, and caught once again by Alishia Edwards. De Lander is down now. Edwards into a cover on her. She's got her down here. Cover for the one, for the two. No! Steph kicks out. Getting her back up to her feet now. Edwards goes for a clothesline. Steph dropping her with a jawbreaker. Grabs onto her, getting her back up to her feet now. Steph De Lander, forearm strike, kicking her now, firing away on Alishia Edwards. Slaps her in the face. Connects now. Edwards popped up, and De Lander slamming her down. Grabs onto her, getting her back up to her feet now, and Steph De Lander, forearm strike, pulls her in, lifts her up again, and De Lander slams her face first into the mat. Getting her back up to her feet now, and Steph with Alicia back up to her feet, pulls her in, slams her down. Steph takes her down into a cover for the one, for the two, and the three. And Matt Cardona Can hardly believe how dominant that one was on the part of SDL. Steph De Lander with a dominant victory here tonight. Big win there tonight for Steph. Oh, hold on a minute. Well, this is a song we haven't heard on Impact in a while. That's Johnny Honor from Ring of Honor. What is he doing here? The hell is Johnny Honor doing on TNA? He's marching down to the ring. He's staring down at Matt Cardona, who, as we know, is the current Ring of Honor television champion. Johnny Honor, keep in mind, he's Matt Cardona's father's favorite wrestler. Cardona and Honor circling one another. And Johnny Honor, oh! What a kick to Matt Cardona. Dropping him. And Johnny Honor sends a message to Cardona. Damo! Can you just roll back in here and attack me? Mess up my match? Ruin what was going to be my win? You big Irish bastard. Alright. We'll settle this. You and me, one-on-one, rebellion. You really think you got what it takes to hang with me? Let's do it. You're going back to sleep. You're getting sent running right back out of this company. And I'm coming after that TNA World title when I beat you. A challenge thrown down there by Eddie Edwards for the upcoming Rebellion show. But now we have got some Knockouts tag team action, as it is the return of the Hex to TNA. Marty Bell and Allison Kay on their way to the ring. Typically part of the Ring of Honor roster are these two, but the Knockouts tag division is currently 3 teams without them, so, you know, I don't need them. Either way, Marty Bell and Allison Kay making their way down to the ring. Allison Kay, a former Ring of Honor Women's Champion in her own right. So these two make their way to the ring. They're going to take on the TNA Knockouts Tag Team Champions. And I believe this is the first time we're going to be seeing them with the belts since the belts got upgraded. Which means it's the first time we've seen them since Bound for Glory, which is kind of on me, I guess. MK Ultra, Killer Kelly, and Masha Slamovich making their way down to the ring. MK Ultra ready for action tonight. Two-time Knockouts Tag Champions are MK Ultra. How will they fare against the Hex this evening? Allison Kay and Killer Kelly starting us out. Without any further ado, here we go. Oh, a big pop-up right hook there from Allison. Hits the ropes, has a forearm on Killer Kelly now as well. She's got her down now, Allison Kay. Goes for another clothesline, Killer Kelly. Oh, jumping lariat. Jumping leg lariat over the head. Runs in, gets caught with a chop. No, overhand chop, counters. Big jumping neck breaker there from Killer Kelly as well now. And Kelly goes for another kick. Big sweep there from Allison Kay. Killer Kelly rolls out of the ring. Allison Kay, former Ring of Honor Women's Champion, up to the top rope. And diving clothesline, taking her down. Grabs onto her now, pulls her in, and massive clothesline. For the count of 2 now as Allison Kay gets Killer Kelly up. And throws her across ringside. Grabs onto her, kick on the head there from Killer Kelly. Count of 4 now, right hooks now. Allison Kay getting caught with knee strikes. Killer Kelly sends her back into the ring. And now Kelly getting her back up to her feet here. Killer Kelly with Allison Kay. Throwing her back across the ring into the corner of MK Ultra. Tag is made to Masha Slamovich. And now Masha and Kelly with a double back body drop connecting to Allison Kay. And Allison Kay retreats onto the bottom rope. Masha runs for the ropes, but the referee blocks her path, and Masha Slamovich hits the dive anyway, despite the referee telling her not to. Getting Allison Kay back up to her feet now. Masha firing away at her now. Right hook connects. Left hook as well. And now Allison Kay throws her back into the ring. Allison Kay. Put Masha Slamovich back into the ring. Masha grabs a hold of her now, but Allison Kay. Shoulder block knocking her back here. What is Allison Kay thinking? She gets back into the ring here. Grabs onto Masha. Pulls her in by the back of the head now. Taking her towards the corner. Head first in the turnbuckle. Tag is made. Marty Bell is in. And now the Hex are both in with a double shoulder block, taking down Masha Slamovich. Masha Slamovich getting picked back up now, and a knee into the back from Marty Bell has her down. Masha starting to get back up to her feet. Right hook connects, and another one. Overside hip toss there from Masha. Pulls her in now. Knee into the face, taking down Marty Bell. Getting her back up to her feet now. Masha. With a jab into an overhand chop, firing away. Back fist connects, grabs her, pulls her in, sends her across the ring, into the corner, and knee strike connects. Into another, taking her down. There's a kick, Marty Bell. Roundhouse kick from Masha Slamovich. Takes her down, cover. One, no. Now Killer Kelly is knocking her back here. Killer Kelly jabbing away at her, forearm strike. Or Masha Slamovich, excuse me. Masha back in the corner. Tag is made. Killer Kelly is back in. Kelly coming in now. She's caught. Overhead. DDT from Marty Bell, taking her down. Grabs onto her now. And Marty Bell pulls her in. Has the arm. Takes down the arm. Pulling back on the arm now is Marty Bell. She's got Killer Kelly down. Killer Kelly goes down now, pulling herself back up. Getting back up to her feet now is Killer Kelly. Here comes Allison Kay. Grabs Killer Kelly, sending her off the ropes now, and they collide. Oh, what a boot there from Allison Kay. Down goes Killer Kelly, who falls out of the ring, and Allison Kay, oh, wiped out off that dive. Killer Kelly now wiping out Marty Bell. And Masha caught by Allison Kay. Killer Kelly telling Allison Kay, get back in the ring. And Allison Kay does. She's got hold of her. Flatliner takes her down. Into a cover now on Killer Kelly. She's got her down for the 1, the 2. Kick out from Kelly. Picking her back up to her feet now. Allison Kay goes for a right hook. Killer Kelly countering now. Pulled in. Up on the shoulders. Big takedown. Now Allison Kay, forearm strike, taking down Killer Kelly. Allison Kay has got her down now. Allison Kay getting her back up to her feet, pulls her in, has her by the back of the head, throws her head first into the corner now. Allison Kay countered, and Marty Bell takes the shot at Killer Kelly. Marty Bell and Allison Kay, the Hex with a double team here off the ropes. Pops her up. Oh, dropping her does Allison Kay, but now Killer Kelly kicks out the leg. Marty Bell with a knee strike there as Killer Kelly was running for the ropes. And so Killer Kelly wiping her out. Down she goes, and Killer Kelly back into the ring. Knee into the face takes down Allison Kay. Grabs onto her, getting her back up to her feet. Turns her around with a right hook. Goes for her. Countered. Allison Kay went for a knee strike. Toss there. Killer Kelly. Shooting in here. Killer Kelly trying to cut her off here. Knocks down Marty Bell. Right up to Allison Kay. Picking her up now. And Killer Kelly swings her around. Pulls her in. Up on her shoulders. Torture rack position. Knee into the face. Taking her down. Killer Kelly gets her into the back up to her feet now. And Killer Kelly swings her around. Here we go. Pulls her in. Into the submission. Looking to knock her out here. And Killer Kelly forcing the submission. The Knockouts Tag Team Champions pick up the win. Just like that, the Knockouts Tag Team Champions are your winners. Killer Kelly and Masha Slamovich beat the Hex tonight. Our main event is all that's left this evening, though. We have got Joe Hendry taking on Embassy of Aaron's Chris Adonis in our main event. Ladies and gentlemen, as the Director of Authority, I have an announcement to make regarding the Rebellion show. As you may have seen tonight, Johnny Honor has returned to the Impact Zone, and he's set his sights on Matt Ryder's Ring of Honor television title. And now you might be wondering why Johnny Honor would be coming after that title here in TNA. Well, I am here to make it official tonight that it's Rebellion in just a few weeks' time. Matt Cardona and Steph De Lander, they're going to face Johnny Honor and the Knockouts champion Trinity in a winner-take-all matchup for the Ring of Honor tag team, for the Ring of Honor television title and the Knockouts world title. That is official, and you will respect my authority. Well, a massive match there made for Rebellion, Johnny Honor and Trinity teaming up in a winner-take-all match against Matt Cardona and Steph De Lander for the Ring of Honor television title and the Knockouts world title. And by winner-take-all, I mean those two titles. No, not Matt Cardona's New Japan title. But the Embassy of Aaron making their way down to the ring tonight. Big Bill, Brian Cage, Chris Adonis, and Aaron Stevens, the TNA branch of this faction, on their way down to the ring. Big Bill and Brian Cage, the new TNA Tag Team Champions, after they dethroned ABC a few weeks ago. So, Chris Adonis is going to be in action tonight. But if we're going to bring out his opponent, I guess we got to do something like say his name. The TNA World Champion, Joe Hendry, on his way down to the ring. Joe Hendry in action tonight, the TNA World Champion. We don't know who Hendry's next opponent will be, but he took down Eric Redbeard last week. TNA World Champ is here. And now Chris Adonis turns Joe Hendry around, grabs him, and Chris Adonis... Oh, Hendry with an elbow strike, knocking him back, and Joe Hendry, shoulder block. Runs in, Adonis, right hook connects, Joe Hendry. Get the ribs, double axe handle, and clothesline across the back. Adonis now turns Hendry over, and Joe Hendry punches him in the face, knocking Adonis back. Adonis turning Hendry around now, and now Adonis turned around again. Joe Hendry grabs onto him, rolls him through. Joe Hendry, look at that quick here. One, no. And now Adonis grabs onto Hendry, throwing him off the ropes. Chris Adonis, power slam to Joe Hendry, taking him down. Chris Adonis now with Joe Hendry, goes into a bear hug. Adonis trying to take him down here. Joe Hendry, though, claps the ears, knocking him back. And Joe Hendry now runs in, shoulder block, taking down Chris Adonis. Hendry grabs a hold of him, pulling him in now, and Joe Hendry gets him up. Powerbomb. Joe Hendry kicking away at Chris Adonis now. Adonis getting back up to his feet here, and now Chris Adonis runs in. Oh, Joe Hendry with a drop toe hold, taking him down. And Adonis pulling himself up into the ropes now. Joe Hendry grabs onto him here, and Joe Hendry scoops him up. Throws him at the ropes, taking him down, and Big Bill. Big Bill up in the face of Joe Hendry now. Right hook connects now, chopping away. Clothesline knocks him down now, getting him back up to his feet. Adonis goes for a clothesline. Hendry scoops Adonis up on his shoulders now, and Joe Hendry walks him to the center of the ring, lifts him up, and... oh, he was going for that power slam. Adonis now Whoa, might have been looking for that master lock. Hendry grabs a hold of him again, rolls him through. Covered by Joe. 1, no. Chris Adonis now grabs him, full Nelson, slam! Shades of Aaron Stevens on that one. Covered out by Chris Adonis on Joe Hendry. 1, 2, kick out from Joe. Chris Adonis now getting him back up to his feet. Chris Adonis turns Joe Hendry around, looking for the master lock. Joe Hendry counters it again now, and Joe Hendry grabs onto him, pulls him in. Hendry pulls him in, kicks him in the ribs, and DDT. Big Bill up in the face of Joe Hendry once again. Chris Adonis clotheslines the champion. Hendry goes down. Joe Hendry floats over now. DDT to Chris Adonis. Joe Hendry getting him back up to his feet now. Hendry with Adonis for a clothesline. Adonis ducks the clothesline now. Hendry, back body drop. And Joe Hendry now with Chris Adonis back up into Spine Buster. Taking him down. Hendry with Adonis back up to his feet now, and Joe Hendry jabbing away at him. Chris Adonis gets knocked back here. Oh, and Big Bill again. Big Bill up in the face of Joe Hendry again. And Chris Adonis taking down the world champion. Adonis grabs onto him, pulls Hendry in, and Chris Adonis swinging him around. Swinging him around by the head and takes him down. Big Bill slides a chair into the ring. And Chris Adonis, whoa, Hendry countered. Joe Hendry walks into the center of the ring, into, lifts him up, and military press slam. Joe Hendry's got him down now, and Joe Hendry, double axe handle into the back, has got Chris Adonis down, and Hendry grabs the leg. Hendry lock. Hendry lock in on Chris Adonis, trying to force him to submit. Hendry wrenching it in now. Adonis trying to stay in it, though. Chris Adonis fighting for his life here. Hendry's got the Hendry lock in. Chris Adonis rolls through. Kicks Hendry in the head, knocking him back. And Big Bill trying to buy Adonis some time here. Hendry slips out of the master lock again. Hits him with a chop block. Joe Hendry going up to the legs now of Adonis. If he locks that Hendry lock in again, he might be able to tap him out. But Hendry's got him instead. No, he was looking for standing ovation. Adonis now pulls Hendry in, lifts him up. Chris Adonis goes for a suplex. Joe Hendry out of the way. Another chop block from Hendry. The world champion now. Side steps, turned around. Adonis going for master lock. Hendry, right hook in the back. Joe Hendry now kicks him in the ribs. Takes him down with a right hook now. And Joe getting him back up to his feet here. Joe Hendry pulls him in, lifts him up. Freak of nature. Cover. 1, 2. No! Chris Adonis rolls out of the ring. Joe Hendry is fired up. What is Hendry going to do here? Joe Hendry getting these people to say they believe in Joe Hendry. He dives out onto Chris Adonis. Joe Hendry putting the boots to him now. Chris Adonis coming back in. Double axe handle to Hendry. Grabs onto him, getting him back up to his feet now. Chris Adonis with Joe Hendry. Back into the ring. Now Adonis following Hendry back in. Referee at the count of 4 now. And Joe Hendry has him by the throat. And there's that standing ovation he was looking for earlier. Cover. Joe Hendry for the 1, 2, 3. Joe Hendry picks up the victory. Joe Hendry with the win over Chris Adonis tonight. Joe Hendry picks up the win tonight. Thank you all for watching this evening. Oh! EC3 is back! Last time we saw him, he was injured a few weeks ago at No Surrender when he went through that table and just got completely buried underneath it. And Joe Hendry being assaulted by EC3 now. And EC3 hitting the TNA champion with the 1%er.